Hello, my name is Michelle, and this is Full Bottle Worthy. Today I'm going to be talking about lactonic fragrances. Every single fragrance that I mention in this video today will have a note of milk. So if that sounds good to you, please stay tuned. Let's go ahead and jump in with these lactonic fragrances. I've arranged them from the least lactonic to the most lactonic. And I will not be mentioning the note of milk when I talk about the notes because every single fragrance as mentioned has the note of milk. The first fragrance I have here is Cacharel's Yes I Am. The notes that are most predominant for me are raspberry, ginger, licorice, vanilla, and sandalwood. This is a great budget buy. You can find it for about $20. Now it does smell a bit synthetic, but I think for the $20 mark, it is perfectly fine. It does open with a little bit of raspberry, and then you start to smell the lactonicness as well as the ginger and the licorice. It does last about 6 to 7 hours with a moderate projection. Again, this is Yes I Am by Cacharel. Next, I have Carner Barcelona's Palo Santo. The notes in here that are most predominant for me are rum, artemisia, gaiac wood, which is also Palo Santo, tonka bean, vanilla, and sandalwood. This composition is very complex. You're going to smell the rum, you're going to smell the artemisia, you're going to smell the gaiac wood, as well as the tonka and the sandalwood here. It is definitely worth a try. I would call this unisex, leaning slightly feminine just because of the sweetness. And it has a moderate sillage as well as moderate longevity. I get about 5 to 6 hours with this. It's definitely worth a sample because I've heard it can go sour on some people's skin, but it just sings on mine. Again, this is Carner Barcelona's Palo Santo. Next, we have Café Cabanel by Cabanel. The main notes for me here are coffee, cinnamon, caramel, vanilla, tonka bean, and musk. The cinnamon in this composition is very strong. So if you do not like cinnamon, I would probably steer clear of this one. I would consider this a semi-gourmand. It's very sweet. Coffee, even though it's in the name, is a little bit more in the background. I do get very good longevity with this. I would say 7 to 8 hours with a strong projection in sillage. Again, this is Café Cabanel by Cabanel. Next, I have Jousset's Gourmand Bakhoor. This is a beautiful gourmand scent. The main notes here are caramel. They are in the opening as well as the mid, and a soft leather and a tonka. This is a very, very sweet composition. Definitely gourmand. It is absolutely beautiful. I would definitely get a sample of this. It can maybe turn sour on some people's skin. The longevity and projection is well above average. Again, this is Jousset's Gourmand Bakhoor. Next, we have Masque Milano's Lost Alice. This is a savory gourmand. The main notes here are ambrette, carrot, orris, and sandalwood. This is very creamy in its composition. It wears very close to the skin. The orris, the ambrette, the sandalwood really give it this powderiness and elegance to it when you wear it. It lasts about 4 to 6 hours and stays very close to the skin. Again, this is Lost Alice by Masque Milano. Next, we have Xerjoff's Italica from the Casamorti line. This is a gorgeous gourmand. The main notes in it for me are almond, saffron, toffee, and vanilla. This is such a gorgeous composition if you love almond and a Gourmand fragrance. It's going to have very strong sillage and longevity. I get at least 8 hours out of this. Again, this is Xerjoff from the Casamorti line, Italica. Next, we have Jovoy's Remember Me. This is a beautiful composition. The main notes for me are cardamom, tea, frangipani, and vanilla. This really wears like a chai latte. It's incredibly creamy. It does wear close to the skin, and the longevity's average. I tend to get about 6 hours with this, but it really is a hug in a bottle. Again, this is Jovoy's Remember Me. Next, we have The Ghost in the Shell by Etat Libre. This is such a cool scent. It wears very close to the skin. It actually has the note of skin within it. And the way I would describe this as a lactonic aldehydic fragrance, which sounds a little weird, so I would definitely give this a sample. The main notes in it for me are skin, musk, and aldehydes. The longevity is moderate. I tend to get 4 to 5 hours, and it does stay very close to the skin, so it's better when you're just wearing it for yourself or maybe for a bedtime scent. Again, this is The Ghost in the Shell. Now, this fragrance probably does not need an introduction, but this is Blanche Bête by Liquid Imaginaires. This is a semi-gourmand scent. The main notes for me are ambrette, tuberose, vanilla, tonka bean, and cacao. I absolutely love this scent. It lasts 10 hours with a strong projection. It really has that it girl smell to it. It really works in almost any situation for me. And the hype is real on this one. I gotta be honest, the hype is real. So again, this is Liquid Imaginaires Blanche Bête. Now we come to our most lactonic scent. This is Latte Concentrate by Chabaud. The main notes here are caramel and coconut, and caramel is in the opening as well as the mid. This is an incredibly indulgent scent. Now it does tend to last maybe 4 to 5 hours on the skin, but it is a very strong fragrance. When I wear it, I probably wear 2 sprays. Any more would be cloying for me because of how thickly it wears on the skin. Again, this is Latte Concentrate by Chabaud. Thank you for joining me today. It was so fun to talk about the lactonic scents in my collection. Please leave a comment down below and tell me what your favorite lactonic scent is, or were there any scents that I mentioned that you'd like to try? Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to continue to see more content like this. Thank you and goodbye.